And John Brodeen is here with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Family Realty. If you have a question for John, you can either call or text 775-5559 or email us live at knoxradio.com. Hi, John. How you doing?
Hey, Denny. I'm good. Thanks
Good
for
to
having
see
me
you.
again. Yeah.
Right. Absolutely. So I've never really asked you about where you grew up and things like that. Where are you from originally?
So I'm born and raised here in Grand Forks. So
okay, there you
grew
go.
up
Where
my
did you go
whole
to
life
high
here.
school?
Went to Red River.
Red River.
Yep,
All
Red
right.
River.
Gotcha.
Went to UND then for about a year before I decided to do my real estate school through UND. Got licensed in 2014, so I've been selling real estate pretty much full time since 2014 here in Grand Forks. So.
Wow, that's great. What are some of the things you like to do when you're not selling real estate, or is that pretty much demand most of your time? I guess it
demands.
Seems like when you're selling real estate, you're kind of always on the job, aren't you?
You are kind of always on the job, but believe it or not, there are things I like to do outside of real estate. So, so I'm married. I've been with Carolyn, my wife. We've been together for about 7.5 years. We've been married for about a year now. So I'm kind of the type of guy. A perfect weekend night for me is sitting inside, putting on a good show, or watching, the hockey game or something like that.
Right,
Ordering a pizza. We've got a little French bulldog. So yeah, I'm kind of a homebody. I like to hang out at home with her. We love to travel together. I like staying fit, work out, do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is my main hobby.
Jiu-Jitsu, that's right. I remember you were talking about that one time before. So
that's probably my biggest passion. I've become really, really obsessed with that.
Are you going to be the Olympic? Is it an Olympic sport? I guess I don't know.
No, it's not actually.
Not yet, anyway.
Yeah, I'm not like a high-level competitor or anything, but I'll compete in like local and regional tournaments. A few times a year usually. The last one I did was in May in Minneapolis.
Okay.
So, but you can find me at that gym, Progressive Martial Arts, about 5 times a week. So that
keeps you in shape. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, and it kind of hits all the boxes to be really rewarding. It's physical, it's tough, keeps you in shape, but it also kind of keeps your creative juices flowing because there's a lot of technique. It's kind of like a human chess match. So the creativity side of things, always learning the counter to the counter of that move or this move, and and we roll, we spar live every single class. So that's the thing with grappling is you can grapple with people live and go 100%, and if they catch you in a submission, you just tap out and then you restart again. So you get to apply it every single class against somebody who's also trying to do it to you.
Yeah, it sounds pretty intense.
It's fun. Yeah, it's really fun, and those are some of my best friends there at the gym. I've gotten to know them really, really well over the years. So it's an awesome thing. We've got an awesome group of friends here in town. We love doing like couples trips together. A lot of them have moved out of the area, but we stay in touch with them, and they come to Grand Forks. We get together and do stuff, or we'll go out to the lake together, go on a ski trip together. So that's some of the stuff that I like doing outside of selling real estate. I do love selling real estate though.
Right, and you've been doing it for a while now. The hometown boy.
Yeah, there you go.
For Berkshire Hathaway. Now, why should people come to you if they're thinking about selling their home or they're looking to buy a new home?
Yeah, so some things that make me unique. So there's a lot of agents in town. Everybody knows an agent. So I'm a full-time agent. There's probably about 50 full-time agents out of the 250 in town. I specialize in Grand Forks. There's a lot of agents who, sell in Crookston and Larimore and Emerado and Northwood. 99% of my business is in Grand Forks, so I know the Grand Forks market better than anybody. I know this market really well. I have a really strong track record. I pride myself in being one of the best listing agents. So my clients, when they list a home with me, when I look back historically on my numbers versus the averages in our MLS, my clients sell faster, they sell for more money, they sell for a higher price per square foot, they sell for a higher percentage of their original listing price. So it makes me happy to get them really good results, and it makes me feel good knowing that if they come to me, they are going to be, served at the absolute highest level and accomplish their goals.
All right, we're talking We're talking with John Brodeen from Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Family Realty. Now, John, all you hear about is inflation these days.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, oh, supply chain issues. Everybody is raising their prices because of it.
Yeah.
I don't know, half the time I think it's kind of a scam or something, but still, the people's, the dollar just isn't stretching like it used to.
Yes, and one of the things people should know is that this is a good time to own hard goods. You know, things like real estate, and that's not just the real estate agent saying that. That's financial experts that have nothing to do with real estate that say that. Owning hard goods like real estate is really, really vital during times of high inflation, because the homes appreciate in value as well, and you need to have your money in an asset that's going to outpace inflation. If your money's just sitting in a bank account, you're kind of losing money during periods of high inflation. And when interest rates are low, it's an excellent time to lock in a loan.
And they're pretty low still, aren't they?
Yeah, yep. And just with this past year and a half, roughly, I know when we checked earlier, late in the summer, the median sale price, I believe, had gone up between like $8,000 and $10,000 in Grand Forks in the last 12 months, and this was maybe in August that we checked on this. And the average sale price had gone up almost $20,000. Now in Grand Forks, the average sale price is typically quite a bit higher than the median sale price, just because the average is skewed more easily by just a couple of like luxury transactions that go through. So it's more accurate to watch the median sale price, but the median sale price has still gone up by about $10,000.
So yeah, one of the points I wanted to make too is like, when you started getting high inflation, the way they combat that a lot of time is to start raising interest rates.
Yeah.
So that could happen. I mean, if you're thinking about buying something, it sounds like buy it now, opposed to waiting till like next spring or something. Yes,
that's what I tell buyers if they're debating between buying soon or waiting a while to buy. There's risks with both, of course. If you're a buyer, the spring market is more likely to be a hot seller's market, where you're more likely to get into bidding wars and have to fight off much more competition than you would during this time of year. The balance between supply and demand is still favoring sellers right now, and it probably will throughout the rest of the fall and winter months.
Mm-hmm.
But in the spring is when we're going to see it favor sellers the most.
Okay. John Brodeen, Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Family Realty. John, if somebody would like to talk to you personally about buying or selling, what's the best way to get a hold of you?
Yeah, the best way to get a hold of me is reach out to me on my cell phone, 701-213-5428. You can send me a call or a text message on that number. If you're interested in becoming a client, we can begin the onboarding process and get a chance for me to get to know your goals and figure out a game plan on how we can accomplish them.
Very good. John Brodeen, again, realtor with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Family Realty. It's a regular Thursday feature here on News Radio 1310 KNOX.
Your dream home can create a lot of emotions.
All right, John, thanks, man.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Oh, here, I got a text now. Just come in.